So now let's go over the first few problems and see if we can identify these chemical reactions. Notice in the first and the second equations, we have three compounds or elements. We have three things. So it must either be a synthesis or a decomposition. If we have a single product, it's a synthesis. If we have a single reactant, it's a decomposition. We have two reactants and one product, therefore this is a synthesis reaction. The hydrogen and nitrogen are combining to make a single product, which happens to be ammonia. Chromium and oxygen, two reactants, one product. Therefore, this is a synthesis reaction. In these next two problems, we have two reactants and two products. Two reactants, two products. So it must either be a single replacement, a double replacement, or a combustion. So here we have two capital letters. This must be a compound. We have one capital letter, capital C, lowercase l, so this is an element. Even though we have two of the same element, it's still a pure element. We have a capital A, capital C, so this is a compound. We have a single capital B, so this is an element. All right, when you have an element plus a compound, makes an element plus a compound, or compound plus element, same thing. That must be a single replacement or single displacement. So we'll put SR for single replacement. All right, HCl, two capital letters, is a compound. AlOH3, three capital letters, still a compound. Two capital letters, A and C, compound. Two capital letters, H and O, compound. We have all compounds. Therefore, it must be a double replacement reaction. Let's see if we can find a combustion reaction. We need to have two compounds before the arrow, two reactants, and two compounds after the arrow, two products. So number 5 is out. What about number 6? Well, we have to have it reacting with oxygen. No oxygen? The oxygen's part of a compound, that doesn't count. Ooh, here's an oxygen. Let's see. All right, so we have it reacting. Ooh, we have a hydrocarbon, something with carbon and hydrogen. We have oxygen. And look, it made CO2 and H2O. Yes, this is a combustion reaction. Or if you prefer, you can say, all right, we have two reactants and two products. We have two capital letters, so it's a compound. We have one capital letter, so it's an element. We have two capital letters, so it's a compound. And we have two capital letters, so it's a compound. Wait, is it double or single? When it looks like when it's half and half, it's actually a combustion reaction. So hopefully that will help you as you figure these out. By the way, this could be considered a combustion reaction because it's reacting with oxygen, but until we are told that it produces heat and light during this reaction, we're going to assume that it is merely a synthesis reaction, combining two things together. For example, this could be chromium sort of rusting or corroding and reacting with oxygen slowly. Or it could be chromium burning quickly and producing that heat and light. So unless we're told otherwise, we will assume that it is slowly reacting and it's a synthesis reaction.